All I did on Sunday was a bit of laundry. All I did on Sunday was my laundry. All I did on Sunday was my laundry. All I did on Sunday was my laundry. Didn't keep it for Monday. It be Monday, didn't keep it Mondays. Having fun days. What's going on, boys and girls, ladies and gents? Woo-wee! Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all safe and sound wherever you are in and around this beautiful world. What day is today? It's Monday, June 21st, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check that bad boy. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It is Monday, June 21st. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope you're all safe and sound. Oh, feeling good. It's Monday fun day. Hope you're all doing well. All I did was laundry on a Sunday. All I did was laundry on a Sunday. Woo. Man. Ho ho. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Hope you're all doing well. We're out and about doing another outdoor sesh. Wearing them shorts the way it is. That's right. When you got the legs, you gotta wear the shorts. You gotta wear the shorts if you got the legs. And your boy's got them runner's legs. You know what I'm talking about? Daddy's got legs for days, baby. That's what we do around here. Lots of bird chirping. Saturday, 5:55 in the afternoon. In the evening, 5:55, 5:55, 5:55, 5 in the PM, not in the AM. Walking. I see a beautiful young couple that have, they just recently got married, and it was obvious because of the obvious signs. What were the obvious signs? The fella was wearing a gray tux. The lady was wearing her white wedding dress. Congratulations. I happened to walk by a newlywed couple, and it was exciting. It was exhilarating, and it just brought a smile to my face because it's nice to see people in love, celebrating, taking it to that next level, really getting in there, bringing people about. Have a seat, have some chicken, have some steak. You want some fish? We got veggies too, whatever you want. As long as you're attending the wedding, that's all that matters, and you're supported. That's what it was. So I saw that young couple walking down the street, and young fella was sporting a gray tux. Nice gray tux, classic gray tux. Can't go wrong with gray. Again, lady was sporting it all white. Now, the fella was already jumping in there. He was taking care of business. And I gotta talk louder because there's stuff going on in the background. God. Give it a second. Was not expecting that, whatever that is. Good Lord. Keep it down, trying to do a professional show out here. But the young man was in it to win it. He was holding the tail end of her dress. Do you hear me out there? Tail end of her dress. God damn it. What's going on? It's all right, don't mind that. It's okay. A little bit of noise here and there. It's all right. It's okay. No need to worry. No need to panic. Stay calm. See? It's all gone. It's all good. Few seconds. But the young man was holding the tail end of the dress up for his new lady, for his wifey, and it was romantic. It was all sorts of romantics. He was already engaging in those extracurricular activities, as one may end up engaging in. As soon as you put a ring on it, and you got a ring on your face, you got to do stuff. Sometimes you got to carry the tail end of the dress, and that's what it is. Boy was about it, he was doing it. Congratulations. So I was walking down the street. This was Saturday, 5:55. made me happy on walking down the street and, you know, walking, get to Yonge and Eglinton. And what's going on at Yonge and Egg? Anybody familiar with the area here in the Toronto area, if you know what I'm talking about? Ton of construction. We're getting the LRT, which is fantastic, but let's wrap it up. On another note, what is going on with Yonge and Egg? Now, this was the second time that I'm walking down Yonge and Egg, and a different fella, last week it was a different fella. Last week we talked about somebody taking a whiz in a little corridor between a door and a new building. Now I'm walking Saturday and there's this new fella who took it to the next level, dog. There was this new fella who took it to the next level. But before we get to the fella, this is what happened. I'm walking down the street, classic walking, you know, step forward, step back, step forward. As you do, you walk down the street. My God, was not expecting that. Seriously, whatever that is, no bueno. Boy. So I'm walking down the street and I hear, and I got my music in my ear. I'm just like, you know, bobbing my head, taking my steps, walking, listening to good music. All I hear in the background is, you know, I hear a car driving and I hear, you know, 4 ladies yelling and screaming and laughing and giggling, and they're like, ha 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 ha, put it away. And I didn't know what they were talking about, so I turn around, remove one of the headphones out my ear and look over my shoulder, and I notice there were 4 ladies sitting in a Jeep driving around, and they were parked because there was a red light right in front of them, but they were pointing to somebody and laughing and telling them to put it away. What were they telling somebody to put away? Their little, you know, some dude was just, you know, he whipped out his dangling in the middle of the street, not even facing a building or anything, right on the street, right on motherfucking Yonge Street, dude. He was taking a leak on Yonge Street and laughing while doing it. He had the chuckles going in his shoulders. And he was just relieving himself, and the ladies were driving by. They're like, ew, gross, put it away. And I'm like, dude, put it away, dog. What are you doing? But this guy was facing the street where the cars are driving, pissing on the street, dude. And he could not care any, like, if, here's the thing, if anybody's wondering if you can catch that, I'm pretty sure, again, it's south of Yonge and Eglinton, right where the Scotia building is, all right? Or the Rogers building, either or. So your boy noticed this guy, you know, with his dangling out doing his business. Now, I don't want to seem like a creep. I don't want to be looking at this guy. So I decide to, what do? Classic, look, turn away. You don't want to, like, you don't want to stare at a guy doing his business. It just doesn't look right. I happen to turn my head, tilt it a little bit to the left. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know what. Man, really loud. I don't know how this is gonna go today. Wasn't expecting that. I turn my head to the left, trying to avoid the scene, but all I catch is a clear HD view of what's going on. Why? Because the building to my left happens to be one of those nice buildings with the reflective shiny mirrors or glass for the windows. So anywhere I look now in my peripheral vision, I got dangling, doing them golden arches. And I'm not talking about McDee's. God, this is really hurting my throat. I'm gonna yell out here. So if I look to my right, I see the guy live in action. If I look to my left, I see his reflection, and no bueno. And I just happened to, you know, walk by until it was just behind me. But what the hell is going on, you guys? We can't be pissing on the streets, y'all. What are we doing here? This is not, yo, this is not cool, guys. Not cool. Not cool. Legit, had it out, man. What if kids see that? And I'm pretty sure some kids saw that. What if legitimate adults see that and they don't want to see that? I don't want to see that. Ladies don't want to see that. It's just no bueno, sir. Put it away, you pervert. Man, lots of bugs out here, but you know, we're sharing and caring. That's what it is. But this guy was just, you know, throwing them golden arches out in nature like it's his, like if it's his duty, like if it's his life mission. got a couple of chuckles in there too going at it. I'm like, and what do? I'm not gonna like, I'm not the type that's gonna approach another guy who's taking a whiz, dude. I don't want him to like turn around and next thing you know, I'm getting ricocheted. But no bueno, man. What is going on? What is going on? Indeed, questions to be asked. But ladies and gentlemen, it is it's June 21st, I believe. Olympics is starting on July 23rd, so we got another month-ish until the Olympics is, out and about. I like the Olympics, not because of the fact that nation states get to participate, but because of, athletics, athletes, sports, activities. I like people who push their bodies, push their mental limits to the edge and see how much they can take it and, push the envelope essentially. I like competition a little bit. But, things that I wish were a little bit more fair. I wish the people who participated in the Olympics, aka the athletes, I wish they got better pay, dude. Because like competing in the Olympics, how many Olympians do you know that have made a decent living out of the Olympics? And it's just like it all comes down to the main beneficiary of the Olympics is the nation state at the end of the day. Gosh darn it, lots of mosquitoes. But that's all right, that's okay. So that's what it is. I wish the athletes got a little bit of a better compensation. And I heard this year they're handing out them condoms at the Olympics and telling their athletes not to engage in any extracurricular activities. They don't want them to, well, whatever, it's a bunch of athletes. You're putting a bunch of, really hyped up, mostly beautiful looking people in one location and telling them not to get together. Come on. Not gonna happen. What you could do in order to really like come down on them, poke a couple of holes through the condoms. Poke a couple of holes through the condoms if you've not already done so. That'll teach them a lesson. I hope this is getting recorded. Just waiting for it to die down a little bit. All I did was laundry on a Sunday. It's not dying down. We're just gonna have to plow through this. All right? Have you guys been, you beautiful motherfuckers? I fucking love you. Yeah, you fuckface, I'm talking to you. If you're tuning in, you've been listening for a long time. If you're viewing this show for a really long time, you're supporting your boy through the likes and the comments and the subscriptions. Thank you very much. If you're a newcomer to this show, well, we do everything around here. We do everything and nothing. We talk about everything and nothing, but thank you for coming in and tuning in. You beautiful sons of bitches. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited, man. It is what it is. Summer's here. It's summer. It's officially summer. Do it. Get out there. Things are definitely easing up. And masks are getting removed very soon. Very soon. I'm hearing different provinces coming in saying, mid-July, we're just gonna be like, sayonara, thank you very much, we're done with it, because we're gonna have to learn to live with this bad boy at one point, variant or not, we're gonna have to learn to live with this. But back to the Olympics, man, back to the Olympics and things being fair. Athletes should definitely be better, getting better compensation. And in other news relating to fairness in the Olympics, let me pull this bad boy up because I'd like to read a little bit of this if I can, if I may. Bear with me a few seconds. I found this article in The Guardian that I'd like to share with you guys, at least a portion of it, so we can get to talking. Bear with me a few seconds, all right? Okay. Weightlifter Laurel Hubbard will be the first trans athlete to compete at the Olympics. No consideration, so selfish with the noise and attending to the garden out there. So selfish, as if like all of us don't have jobs to do. All right, okay. Weightlifter Laurel Hubbard will be the first trans athlete to compete at the Olympics, and she's a weightlifter from New Zealand who's poised to make history and headlines, plus a considerable amount of controversy after being confirmed as the first transgender athlete to compete at the Olympic Games, okay? Here in Glad You Made It, in everyday world and everyday life, we're very much, we love everybody. We love everybody. We can't get enough of peepsies, all right? But we're talking about fair and what's not fair. Well, I like all people to be able to compete and be able to be represented and be able to be, that's the thing, everybody deserves respect, everybody deserves dignity, everybody deserves love, compassion, understanding. But when it comes to athletes and when it comes to competitions and when it comes to what's fair, do I think, this is just my personal opinion, but I'd like more people to be talking about this because this is a fairly new topic and we're gonna have to talk and listen to each other so we can figure things out moving forward. This lady is gonna be competing with the other ladies in the weightlifting competition, but some of the female athletes are coming in and voicing their concern about how this may actually be a little bit unfair, because for most of her life this lady was a former male, so physiologically speaking, biologically speaking, she's got the bone structure or bone density of a male. And although she may be taking the right procedures and measures to reduce her hormone levels, her testosterone levels, so that she can meet the criteria at the Olympics, I still think it's a little bit unfair. Because I honestly don't think, if she competes, I don't think the ladies will have a chance. Extremely inconsiderate, whatever that is. So what are we to do? Well, we should definitely allow everybody to compete and participate. But I think trans athletes should have a category of their own. We should have males versus males, females versus females, and trans athletes should definitely be getting respect, love, and the opportunity to be included. But I think we should probably think about creating a new category. What do you guys think? Because I don't think it's fair. Now, luckily this is an event, it's weightlifting, there's not going to be any contact, it's mostly, individualistic efforts. But what about other competitions? What about some competitions that actually require men and women to go, face to face, mano a mano, or woman a womano? You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna go head to head or toe to toe or belly to belly or like face to face or like butt to butt or like shoulder to shoulder, we're gonna have to figure some things out because it's not fair for the ladies. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, imagine a boxing match between a person who's transitioned from being a male to female and then they go up against a biological female. We're talking about sports right here, specifically sports, and then we can ripple off into other realms as well. But this is somewhere where I guess this is kind of interesting because we definitely need to be working together, cooperating together, loving each other, and allowing everybody to exist and have respect and dignity. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that we should hinder other people's opportunities from advancing and getting after their dreams, because right now it just wouldn't be fair. It just wouldn't be fair, okay, you guys? What do you guys think? And that's honestly, thinking about it, that's the only thing I can come up with. We should come up with a third category or alternative category for trans athletes so they can compete against each other. That would make sense. I don't think it's fair that a lady should go up against somebody who's had a biological body of a male for a good portion of their life, and now they're taking hormones or reducing hormone levels so that they could meet a criteria. I don't think that's fair. You know, I'm not even an athlete, but you know, if I were to call myself a transgender person and start competing against ladies tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'll win most of the competitions, whatever we're doing. Not the best athlete, but that's what it is. Like, physically speaking, biologically speaking, again, I'm not an expert in any field, but let's just, you know, guys happen to be, generally speaking, stronger, physically speaking, than ladies. And then yes, there are definitely anomalies. There's always exceptions. There's definitely this lady that can probably kick my ass too out there. And I'm not even a tough guy. It's not gonna take much effort to kick my ass, but I'm just saying. And there's probably, you know, the opposite of that as well. But what do you guys think? It's I'm concerned about the athletes. I'm concerned about because like, if one day, you know, I think about these things, one day if I have a daughter and she wants to go ahead and compete in any sort of like sport where it requires her to go up against other people, I wouldn't feel safe for my daughter to get in, let's say, a boxing ring with a trans athlete, because I just think they would have a much bigger advantage compared to the females who are biologically female from the get-go. Again, we're just talking here, we're asking questions. What do you guys think the right thing is to do? Should trans athletes get their own a league of their own, perhaps, with, and again, this is with love and inclusivity. This is how we get to better ourselves, through talking. But yeah, I don't think it's fair, because that way you might just have, you know, people who are like super competitive, you know, males who are not doing so well in their field of athletics. They might just go and declare themselves transgender, go through a little bit of hormone therapy, and start competing in the female category, and then all of a sudden we're not going to have any actual room for females to get medals or recognition or gratitude for all their hard work. I don't think that's fair. What do you guys think? I'll let you think it through. And it doesn't have to be a quick answer. This is not an easy question, all right? It doesn't have to come to you like that. But it's good to be talking about these things. Right? I think so. I definitely think so. Man, oh man, what a beautiful day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you like these videos, if you really are passionate about these videos, if you can't stop talking about these videos, if you're tuning in and you're like, I'm bored, I can't get enough, well, you can always subscribe on YouTube by searching Rob Sadri. Over there, you're gonna get the full-length videos. Follow me on Instagram, hit those darn like buttons, because that's what it is, all right? Just hit it. Just hit it. Hit it. And also, if you really want to support your boy, go ahead and check out Patreon. And over there, there's 3 tiers. Read through them, skim through it. Talk about it with your family and friends, okay? Forget about planning your next vacation, all right? Priorities first. See which one of the 3 categories is most suitable for you, and go ahead and allocate a little bit of time and energy and a little bit of, you know, if you want to distribute some wealth down the stream this way, your boy appreciates it. Do it. Don't be a bystander. Don't just wait there and look. Take action. Do something. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing things. We're kicking butt, taking names. Let me read you the article. I was just hoping for the noise to die down a little bit. Let me read you the article, I think. Okay. Again, this is in The Guardian. The title of the article is "Weightlifter Laurel Hubbard will be first trans athlete to compete at the Olympics." You guys ready? The New Zealand weightlifter Laurel Hubbard is poised to make history and headlines, plus a considerable amount of controversy after being confirmed as the first trans athlete to compete in Olympics Games. The 43-year-old will be a medal contender, which she competes in the women's super heavyweight category on August 2nd. But Hubbard's inclusion will also frustrate those who believe she has an unfair advantage over her rivals, having gone through male puberty before transitioning in 2012. Hubbard, who won a silver at the 2017 World Championships and finished 6th at the 2019 edition after recovering from a serious arm injury at the 2018 Commonwealth Games, said she was delighted to have been selected. In quotes, "I'm grateful and humbled by the kindness and support that has been given to me by so many New Zealanders," Hubbard said in a statement. Quote, "When I broke my arm at the Commonwealth Games 3 years ago, I was advised that my sporting career had likely reached its end, but your support, your encouragement, and your affection carried me through the darkness. The last 18 months has shown us all that there is strength in kinship, in community, and in working together towards a common purpose. The honor of the silver fern comes from all of you, and I will wear it with pride." Quote. Under International Olympic Committee guidelines issued in November 2015, athletes who transition from male to female are allowed to compete in women's category without requiring surgery to remove their testes, provided their total testosterone level in serum is kept below 10 nanomoles per liter for at least 12 months, a rule followed by the International Weightlifting Federation. However, a number of scientific papers have recently shown people who have undergone male puberty retain significant advantages in power and strength even after taking medication to suppress their testosterone levels. Hubbard lived as a male for 35 years and did not compete in international weightlifting, but since transitioning, she has won several elite titles. The New Zealand Olympic Committee Chief Executive Karen Smith said Hubbard would be welcome to the New Zealand team. Of course she should be welcome to the team. Let's just find the right category, okay? Moving on. As well as being among the world's best for her event, Laurel has met the IWF eligibility criteria, including those based on IOC guidelines for transgender athletes, she said. "We acknowledge that gender identity in sports is highly sensitive and complex issue, requiring balance between human rights and fairness on the field of play. As the New Zealand team, we have a strong culture of manaki," and I apologize if I'm pronouncing that or mispronouncing that rather, "a culture of manaki, respect and inclusion, and respect for all. We are committed to supporting all eligible New Zealand athletes and ensuring their mental and physical well-being along with their high performance needs while preparing for and competing at the Olympic Games are met." The county's weightlifting federation president Richie Patterson said Hubbard has shown grit and perseverance in her return from a significant injury and overcoming the challenges and building back confidence on the competition platform. Patterson said Laurel is an astute student of the sport and technically very good with the lifts. "We look forward to supporting her in her final preparation towards Tokyo." Some of Hubbard's rivals, including the Belgian weightlifter Anna van Billingen, and I do apologize about mispronouncing your last name, but Anna said that, including the Belgian weightlifter Anna, have previously claimed she will have an unfair advantage. Anna, who competes in the same 87 plus kilogram category division as the New Zealander, stressed she fully supports the transgender community and that her comments were not a personal criticism of Hubbard. Anyone that has trained weightlifting at high level knows this to be true in their bones. Their particular situation is unfair to the sport and to the athletes, Anna said recently. End of article. All right, boys and girls, just wanted to read you the actual news article. What do you guys think? I definitely do think it's great that people are being included. This is the first step amongst many, but I think moving forward, especially in competitions where there's contact involved, you definitely want to have a third category, in my opinion. I just don't think it's fair for somebody to have gone through puberty and, you know, retain their bone structure, their bone density, all the testosterone from male adolescence into young adulthood, and then go and, you know, maybe go on medication for 12 months and then start competing with the females. I just don't think that's fair. Enough of that. What do you guys think? Man, what a day. Go out there, get exercise, move about. We're doing a lot, ladies and gentlemen. A lot is happening. A lot is happening in and around this world, in politics, in sports, in entertainment, in my life, in your life, and we're all in it together. We're just trying to make sense of it. We're not here to point fingers. We're not here to scapegoat. We're not here to make fun. Unless something's funny, we'll make fun of shit that's funny. But besides that, we'll keep it real, straight up, G, like a gentleman. That's how we do it, up in this, yeah. All right, so go ahead, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Olympics is happening in about a month, and I'm excited to check out a few events here and there, but overall, I'm always a fan of sports. I'm always a fan of people. I love people. I want everybody to feel included, to feel like they're respected, like they've got dignity, and everybody should feel that way, and we should all treat each other with love and compassion, but we should be asking questions moving forward as well. Boys and girls, I'll leave it at that for the time being. I hope you have a wonderful start to your week. We'll see each other back here again on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Again, if you like these videos, go ahead and like it on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube so you get the full-length videos, and if you want to support your boy in any shape or form, go ahead, check it out on Patreon. We'll talk very soon. Peace out, everybody.